Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this great big beautiful world of ours. Just wanted to come on here just to share some things with you guys. I've just been doing a lot of thinking, just thinking about, who we are as human beings and, who we are as individuals as far as, what it is that we have to give, what it is that we have to contribute in this world. No matter what your profession is, whether you're a grocery clerk or a bank teller or a waitress or hairstylist, whether you are an athlete, whether you're a musician or a singer or actor or actress, whatever profession you operate in, you want to do it well, you want to do it to the best of your ability, and understanding that at the end of the day, no matter how much money one has made, no matter how many awards and accolades one has achieved, we're all human beings at the end of the day. And, all this other stuff, all this material stuff doesn't matter. And so what matters is how we treat each other at the end of the day. And understanding that none of us are perfect. We all slip up and we all make mistakes, and so we should all remain students of life and learn something new every single day. Young and old, we're all students of life. And so, as far as this situation between, Will Smith and Chris Rock, as far as what happened at the Oscars last night, what happened was unfortunate. And, as far as, Will's reaction to Chris's joke, the G.I. Jane joke that was geared towards, Jada and her situation with her hair and everything, Will's reaction to it, it was unfortunate. He was just caught up in the moment. And, he was just at a point where it seems like options were few, where it seems like he had no other alternatives and he did the first thing that came to mind. And what happened was very unfortunate. And, of course, he apologized. And, I sensed that his tears were sincere, and he never meant to hurt anyone. And so he was just caught up in the heat of the moment. And so it happens to all of us. And so each and every one of us has come to a point in our lives where we all wanted to strike someone. And so, whether if it's a family member, whether, you get caught up in a heated argument with a family member or with a colleague, with a coworker, we all get to a point where we want to bust somebody in the head. And so, it happens to all of us. And so this is nothing new. And so we should always bear in mind that none of us are perfect. And I believe that that is the lesson that Will Smith wanted to remind us all, that none of us are perfect and that we all make mistakes, and understanding that actors and actresses are human too. Understanding that no matter what your profession is, we are all human beings. And so for anyone to try to look at actors and actresses through a lens of perfection and looking at actors and actresses as if he or she is a god, as if he or she is extraordinary, as if he or she is, anything other than human, that's delusional thinking. No matter what it is that you do, we are all human beings, flesh and blood human beings. And so it doesn't matter what profession you operate in, we are all human beings and we all make mistakes. And so what happened last night was unfortunate. And will apologize, and what happened today, Chris apologized as well. And so all we can do is just move on from it. What happened has happened. And so all we can do is just brush it off and just move on. You know, and also bear in mind that even for us, as African Americans, when one of our very own gets an opportunity to host a sophisticated award show like the Oscars, sometimes for us as African Americans, we tend to put so much pressure on our very own, as it pertains to a big opportunity like hosting the Oscars. We can put so much pressure on our very own and, constantly saying, hey, this is a big opportunity for all of us, so don't blow it, don't mess up. We put so much pressure on our very own as it pertains to hosting a sophisticated event like the Oscars. We put so much pressure on ourselves and we are so quick to crucify our very own when one of us mess up, when one of us slip up. We are so quick to crucify and disown our very own, you know, and if it was someone white who did it, we always give them the benefit of the doubt. And so why is that? And so no matter who you are, black or white, we all make mistakes, and understand that, no matter what you do, you have to apologize, you have to own up, you have to fess up and get over it. And so what happened, between Will and Chris was unfortunate, and this whole thing is gonna pass. This whole thing, all we can do is just brush it off. And for those who want to keep it going, for those who want to keep the whole thing going, the whole debate going, those individuals who want to keep this whole thing going are the individuals who obviously have no life at all, who obviously have no hobbies whatsoever, and they just want to keep the conversation going as long as they can. Even when one is dead and gone, they want to keep the conversation going, you know? And so get over it, What's done is done, What happened has happened, It was unfortunate, yes, but all we can do is just move on. And so tomorrow's another day. It's not the end of the world, And so all we can do is just move on, and just enjoy our evening. And so that's all. And so that was pretty much the lesson that Will wanted to teach us is that we are all human, and that we're human beings. None of us are perfect, that we're all going to make mistakes. And so that's the thing, young and old. We all are not perfect. And so we are all flawed. And so all we can do is just remain students of life and learn as much as we can and to strive to be better, not perfect. The goal is to strive to be better. And so God is not looking for perfection, He's looking for progression, to become a better version of ourselves, a better version of who we were, better than who we were the day before, but to be better, as individuals. And so that's the only thing that matters. And so that's pretty much the overall lesson, is, we all make mistakes no matter who you are, no matter what profession you operate in. And you should never look at someone else as if he or she is a god, no matter how talented, no matter how gifted they are, no matter how much fame and fortune they have. We are all human beings at the end of the day. And so that's one of the things that we always need to bear in mind. And so for me, I love Will Smith. He's one of my favorite actors. Chris Rock is one of my favorite actors and comedians as well. I love Jada Pinkett Smith as well. And so would I like to meet them? Of course I would. It would be a dream come true to meet them. And so we always got to bear in mind that they're human beings and just like the rest of us, and that none of us are perfect. And so all we can do is just pray for them. All we can do is just continue to love and encourage them to keep on operating in the industry, and to do it to the best of their ability, and continue to continue to increase in their longevity, because God has given them so much longevity. And so all we can do is just pray for them, encourage them. Let's not railroad them. Let's not crucify them. But let's just encourage them. Let's just support them. That's all we can do. And so I hope you guys got something out of this. This was something I wanted to share, and so we're all human beings. God is not looking for perfection. He's looking for progression to become better than who we were the day before. And so the goal is to be better, not perfect. So I hope you guys got something out of this. You guys take care. Be easy. I love you guys. Peace.